Hey everyone, Courtney here with Southern Owls. Thank you so much for joining me today on my YouTube channel. We are doing a collab with TMI Gifts. So we're making a super cute patriotic design using this gorgeous red swag and these gorgeous, gorgeous ribbons. So all of this does come in the kit, and we're doing an Uncle Sam little wreath attachment. And we're going to get all of these fun star picks. Look how gorgeous those are. And then we're using these really fun white picks with the red balls. I feel like they look like fireworks. I think it's going to be super, super cute. And of course, let's not forget the sign. How adorable. Freedom, stars and stripes, independence, celebration, America, red, white, blue, fireworks. So, so cute. So I already added my hot glue with my staples and pipe cleaners. So that's just setting to the side to cure. Now, you're going to grab your mesh, and we're going to start off with 14 pieces. And we're going to cut this mesh at 20 inches. I like to use a rotary blade when cutting my mesh. If you don't have a rotary blade, that's okay. You can use your scissors. Totally, totally fine. But we're doing 14 pieces at 20 inches today. You can grab this kit from our friends at tmigifts.com. Sorry, this is going to stick to mesh, so I need to move him over here so he's not in our way. So you can grab this kit at tmigifts.com. My code does work on kits also, so you can use my code OWL20 for 20% off your entire order. That's fantastic. So if you are shopping, you can grab some more things. Not just the kit is 20% off. Anything in the store, anything online, or in the store. If you do shop in person at TMI Gifts, you can tell them at checkout to use my code, and they will put it on at checkout. So if you are a local client to TMI Gifts, you can use my code in person too, guys, which is super, super exciting. Speaking of in person, I will be teaching a class May 3rd at TMI Gifts with my friend Lindsay with Tarnation Creations. We are doing a Mother's Day grapevine design. So she's going to be making a wreath, and then I'm going to be making a matching mailbox swag. You know what, guys? I haven't even been counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. What did I say? Did I say 14? I don't know. We're going to do one more. Make it even. All right. So 14 cuts at 20 inches. We're going to grab our beautiful, beautiful swag. And what I like to do is just start at the top. And we're going to use the twisty ties to twist in the mesh. And we're just going to ruffle these in. So you see how your mesh kind of automatically wants to roll in on itself? We're going to use that to our advantage and flip it on our table. I like to tuck mine about an inch or two under, find the middle, give it a pinch, and then walk my fingers over to the other side to make a cute little ruffle. I'm going to find 2 twisty ties, 2 tinsels, and then we're just going to twist that right in. I'm going to kind of just view it down because I really just want it on this side of the swag. So this is our spine. So I'm just going to focus on putting him on this side of the swag, and then we'll flip it around and do the other side. So once again, we're just doing a ruffle method. So I'm flipping that mesh over, tucking it about an inch or two, finding the middle, walking my fingers over to the other side while maintaining in the middle, making sure this is also flipped under about an inch or two on the other side. And then we're going to come down just a few inches, find another available twisty tie, put him in, and then twist it around, and then kind of just tuck that mesh down. Okay, so now we're just kind of filling up our beautiful, beautiful swag, and we're going to do that all the way down. It's going to take probably about seven pieces. If we have an extra or if we need another one, we can always add more. But right now we're starting off with 14 pieces. Who in here has shopped at TMI Gifts before? Let me know. Let me know if you shopped at TMI. I really hope that you take my in-person class at TMI. I would love to have you. I would love to meet you in person. It's going to be so much fun. So not only does the in-person tickets include 2 make and takes, it also includes private shopping with Lindsay and I in the store, dinner, and a Q&A after dinner. So you can ask us questions and hang out, which is going to be really fun. All right, we're getting down to the tip. Put those on. So what do? We did 5. I'm going to do one here, but I'm going to get the other side on first, and then we'll put one down at the base. So we're going to start off. Make sure I got a twisty tie over here, ready to rock and roll. I always like to make sure, kind of visualize where I'm going to be putting my mesh before I actually put it in there. So we're doing the same exact thing, just down this side, putting in right into those twisty ties. So we did 5 on that side. So we'll do 5 on this side, but I'm going to put 1 down here also. I just wanted to get these 2 in first because I want this one to set on top. And we're still going to do the ruffles. And then we're going to open up 2 twisty ties that are on the swag base. Oop. Just twist it right in. Kind of just mold that mesh how we want it. So now that, ooh, that's gorgeous. That is all covered. So now we're going to move up the swag. I love a good border mesh. And let me tell you, TMI Gifts has a lot of beautiful border meshes in stock. It just gives it a nice little something something. Just preparing those tinsel ties, getting them ready so I know where I'm putting my mesh. So when I have my mesh in my hand, I'm not fumbling around trying to open up tinsel ties while holding mesh, because then it kind of becomes a little bit of a hot mess sometimes. We're just folding that so they're facing out. Can y'all believe it's already April? Oh my goodness. The time is flying by. Time is flying by. All right, one more on this side. And then we'll have a couple left over. And what I want to do is put those, we're going to put one at the top and a couple in the middle just to fluff up the middle a little bit. So just like we did on the bottom corner, I want to do the same thing up at the top. Bottom corner, I call that a corner. The bottom of the teardrop. You'll know what I mean. All right, get some tinsel ties. Let me see if I can find one that's not already in use. Let me move these around. Put this one at the top, so that's going to make sure our bow stays nice and full at the top. And then I'm just going to place one here and then one down there just to kind of fluff it up a little bit. Just doing that ruffle method again. We'll go one right here. And we'll move down to the bottom and place one more. So now our swag is full of beautiful, beautiful mesh. So now it can hold all of our items onto it. Okay, that's gorgeous mesh. Oh, I love that. I love that mesh so much. Flatten her out just a little bit. Looking great. So now I always like to add in my big elements, and this is a big element. So we're going to add in our sign first, and I want it pretty much in the middle a little bit, maybe a little bit more towards the top than the bottom, but mostly in the middle. So I'm liking that because what I'm envisioning is putting our hat up here on the corner and then a beautiful bow next to it. So that's my envision. And then we'll put the legs down here sticking out of the bottom. So let's get our sign on. So I'm just going to use the mesh and slide these pipe cleaners right through the mesh. And then I want to make sure on the sides, I'm not going to go on the spine of the wreath, but I want to make sure that I'm connecting with some tinsel ties and wrapping that around some of the tinsel ties so it's still sturdy and it keeps it in place. We're going to do the sides first, and then I'll go top to bottom. I'm going through that mesh. No, you can't see because the sign's in the way, but I'm going through the mesh, finding a tinsel tie, and wrapping it around the branch of a tinsel tie. Now we're going to do the top, and now this, you want to make sure that you're going through the spine, okay, because that's going to keep this sign in place. Oh, I'm going to cut that better. I did cut the little wire that comes on the sign. It's not wire, it's jute. I cut the jute off of the sign. Jute. Flip it over like this so I can really get it nice and secure on there. See how it's on the spine? Because we don't want that going anywhere. And I have this on a tinsel tie. And guess what? I'm just going to pop this tinsel tie up and over just so I know that pipe cleaner isn't going to slide off later on. I wonder if I could do this one upside down. No, I don't know. So you can really see what I'm doing. But I'm like, no, I don't think I can do that. So we're just going to find those other pipe cleaners and slide them through that mesh around the spine of the swag. Twist, twist. Okay, so now we have our beautiful sign attached. Beautiful, beautiful. This is going to be so cool looking. Love that. Let me hold it up. We have that coming out of the signs and that sign. Super cute. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to attach the hat next. And I want it to kind of, let me cut this little weird stragglers off. Doop. What I want it to do is I kind of want it to sit like on the corner of my sign. Of course, I don't want to cover up the letters. But the cool thing, too, about this wreath attachment is it already comes with the wire. So I'm going to untwist them. I'm going to retwist them really nice and tight towards the base. I'm going to do that for both. Untwist. And then retwist them a little bit tighter at that base. Just so they're not going to go anywhere. So we're going to start off. I'm going to put the wires through the mesh. And I want to make sure that I'm going through some of those tinsels also, because those tinsels are going to be keeping this hat in place. The tinsels of the swag. And we're just going to twist it on the other side. We're going to come in. I'm going to tuck that bill underneath because I want it kind of coming off the side. I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna go through the mesh on this one. There we go. I'm just finding a tinsel and twisting it onto the tinsel because it is off to the side. And then I'm gonna tuck the tinsel around so that's not gonna slip off. Okay. What is on my hat? Glitter and all kinds of stuff. We're gonna have to get the lint roller out. Okay, so this top wire, I'm just gonna once again, because it is up at the very, very top, I'm just gonna find a tinsel and kind of hook it around like so. And then if I like where it is, I'm gonna add in, oh yeah, that's cute. I'm gonna add in some little hot glue to keep it in place. Oh, that's cute. I might even dab some glue and actually, oh yeah, I like that. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna dab some glue on the corner of the sign. I gotta turn it down. I was warming it up, and now it's hot. All right, we're gonna hold that in place for just about a minute, because I think that's gonna be really cute that it's really actually on the sign. We're gonna hold that in place for just a moment. And our next move, guys, is going to be the bow. So get ready for a big, beautiful bow coming off the side. Drink break. Water break. I shouldn't say drink. That sounds bad. Water break. Okay. Yep, that's good. And then I'm going to add in just a little bit of glue underneath the hat too. I am using a glue pot today, but guys, if y'all don't have a glue pot, you can totally just use hot glue gun as well. Totally works. Hold that in place for just a second. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's add a bow right here in this other corner. So today we have a beautiful 4-inch. Oh my god, it's spliced right there. We're gonna cut that splice off. Y'all know how I feel about splices. Oh my gosh. Right off the bat. A beautiful 2.5-inch red to go on top because I just thought that would pop so nice. And then we have this really fun stars and stripes. So one side is stars and the other side is the red and white stripes. So let's measure out this beautiful bow. Let's start off by folding this in half and cutting up at an angle to do that dovetail. Gorgeous. I'm kind of thinking it's just going to be like a side loopy. So I'm kind of thinking it would be fun to have the tail, pop out of that. I think that's going to be really cool. And let's do, I'm almost thinking, what if we just did a 1 loop? Let's see. A 1 loop. No, we need to. We need to. Trying to get crazy with it. All right, let's do 2 loops. I'll measure it out in just a second and let you know the exact dimensions that I'm thinking. That's cute. Okay, I want a longer tail. All right, so let's do, what was that? Let's do a 16-inch tail. And if we need to cut it a little bit, we will. And then we're going to do 7-inch loops times 2. Another 7-inch loop. So we're measuring at the 14 and bringing it together. Now this one's going to be a shorter tail. So we're just going to come up at the top and let's do a 10-inch tail. No, not even. Let's do 8. 8-inch tail coming off the top. So it's going to be like this. We're going to tuck that tail coming, cascading down off of the sign. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, so we're going to add in our red. Cascading tail down here at the bottom. And then we're going to shrink our loops. So we did 7-inch loops. Let's shrink those down to a, upside down. Let's shrink them down to a 6-inch loop for the red. So we're measuring at the 12. Same tail up at the top. And then we're going to come in with this really fun ribbon cascading tail down. A little bit longer. I don't want it as long because I do think it's fun to have a little bit different dimensions with all of that. And then, so this is the cool thing about this ribbon is we can go in. So let's shrink down those loops a little bit, just a half. So we're going to do 5.5 inch times 2. Okay, but watch. The cool thing about this ribbon is you can now flip it. And it looks like we changed ribbons, but we're still using the same ribbon. But now we have that different look, which is really cool. And then we're going to swing it around. I think I want the stars to be the center of the bow. I do want it loopy. Oh, wait, why does that look not the same? So we will flip that around our thumb, and I want it about the same height as that 5.5 inch loop. And we're going to come up at the top. I am going to measure it at about the same because we will tuck that over so you can see the stripes coming through. So you're going to grab, which I should have done this before I started. You're going to grab your cable tie and a pipe cleaner. I'm using red today because we're using a red swag. And right where you're holding it, or if it's sitting down on your bow maker, you're going to wrap that cable tie around your bow. And then you're going to feed it through. And then we're going to snip off that extra cable. Okay. And I like to give this a little bit of a twisty twist right around the cable tie. And then the top, we're going to fold this over. 1, 2. We're going to fold these in half to dovetail. So I'm going to fold that ribbon in half and cut at an angle to give that nice V look. And the same thing with the 4-inch. Okay. And then I'm going to leave the longer tails alone until, I'm actually going to cut that just a little bit more, until we get it in, because I want to kind of see how long it's cascading off of the side. So let's get this bow in. So right where the Uncle Sam hat is, we're going to go right next door to this corner and add in this beautiful Patriotic bow. And once again, we're going to go through that mesh, making sure that we're finding some tinsel ties, because the tinsel ties are going to help hold that bow in place. Uh-oh, I lost it. There we go. I lost it. Okay. And then twist, twist, twist underneath. Lift out that bow. Get it how we want it to look. Now that it's secured. Okay. I'm going to bring these down, round. Love it. Cute. All right, we're going to dovetail this end. I'm going to go up a few inches. That one was really long. Okay, we're going to go on this one too a little bit. Listen, I'd rather have too much than not enough, okay? We got to see the vision. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. And we have the big long one coming down. I'm probably going to kind of like glue this to the sign at the end, but I'm going to let it roll right now. I am going to add a little droplet of glue on that ribbon where the fold is. We're going to fold that right back up. Careful. And we're going to do it to the other side of the boat as well. You can totally use a hot, ooh, that's a lot of glue. You can totally use a hot glue gun as well. So like I said before, this kit is available at tmigifts.com and everything comes in the kit. So you don't have to buy anything individually. It all comes in the kit. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. Yes, that's so cool. I'm loving it already. Loving it already. We'll play with that though, so it's not covering up the sign, but I love her. Don't look at my mess. Okay. So now I'm going to attach the legs. Oh, I got to move some stuff out of my way. I'm telling ya, I need a bigger desk. I need a bigger one. Okay, so these are so fun, and they come with the wire in them already as well. And I'm going to tuck these right underneath the sign. So I'm just going to spread those wires. I'm going to go about an inch up underneath the sign through the mesh. Oops, that kind of hurt. And I pinched myself. I'm okay though. Find some tinsel again to wrap around. Wrap, wrap, wrap. It's so fun. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this one. Go about an inch. Okay, come on. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Why aren't you going through? What are you stuck on? Oh, you're stuck on mesh. Okay, there we go. All right. And then twist, twist, twist. Try to find a tinsel tie. Oh my god, that looks so silly on camera. I'm here for it. Okay. Oh my god, those little dangly legs. Okay, sorry. I'm having too much fun with it. Okay, so now the real fun begins, and now we're going to make the sides come to life. I might add a little something, a little maybe. I don't think I want to use the 4-inch. I don't know, it's always kind of sketch to put stuff in between things, you know. Let me play with that just a minute. Let me see. What if we just do a little loopy bow? No, it's too much. It's too much. Okay, so let's add in all of these really fun tinsels that came in. So y'all know me. I always like to shred everything. So let's move this out of the way and let's pre-shred all of these. So you can see where it kind of just easily, naturally goes apart, pulls apart. Ooh, this one might be a little, might gotta get, oh, there we go. So we're gonna shred those. So that one pick, guys, you're now gonna have 3 pieces from it, which is really fantastic. And it really makes this pick go, oh my gosh, go a long, go a long way. Okay, let me snip that off. Get that in the trash can. Hit y'all. I'm so sorry. earthquake. Sorry about that. I should probably move my trash can when I'm doing these tutorials because the trash can is right by my camera, which probably isn't the best idea. All right, we're just going to cut those tags off. If you see any tags, just snip them off. We're going to shred all these. Get all your anger out for the day. Shred them. Have fun. Always like to shred them. Get all that anger out. Okay, so we're going to add in these next. And we're just going to start up at the top. Always like to start at the top. And we're going to move these bows, these tails out of the way. And we're just going to start at the top and just start putting them right along the edge. When I saw these, I just thought they looked like fireworks. So I thought they would be really, really pretty in this swag. So we're just going to start right at the top underneath that bow. We're going to dip that end into some hot glue and just make sure that you're making contact with the mesh. And we're just going to start putting these all throughout. And we're going to give it a couple inches between. And I'll show y'all in just a second what that is really looking like. I'll have to cut some of these a little bit shorter. They need to be so long. About a hand. Well, I have little hands, but a few inches in between. Just go all the way down. Start going down. Oh, yeah. I love that. I'm going to angle them down just a little bit. Angle them in. Perfect. She's going to be a big one, okay? She's going to be a showstopper, 4th of July wreath for sure, okay? Couple inches down. Right in. Kind of down at an angle, so we're still kind of keeping that teardrop-esque in line. Cute. Our tails back down, and we'll play with those at the end. Get that really nice. Oh my God, stop it. That's so cute. Okay, we're going to same thing on the other side. I need a bigger table. Y'all are going to get sick of me saying that all the time. But I really do. I really do. All right, let me cut this one down just a little bit. Oh, how many did I do? Y'all are going to ask that. Let's see. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We did 6 on one side. So we'll do the same on the other side. Start right up at the top underneath our hat. Ooh, that's shredding. Oh. Sorry, I'm off camera. And we're going to add some to the top also up here, which will be really fun. But I think I'm going to probably shred them even more to make them more chaotic. All right, go down just a few inches. Place the next one. Make sure you're making contact with the mesh. Looking at the other side, making sure we're kind of in line. Making it symmetrical as we go. If you do have a wreath board that works, or the wall, you can hang it up on the door while you're doing this so you can see, you know, that it's all aligning nice and well. All right, 2 more. Dipping that into the glue, putting it in just at a little bit of an angle. One right here on the side. Okay, so we have quite a few left, so we're gonna go down and around. And we have the sides looking awesome. That's so fun. So now we need to be careful where we put this because we do have legs down here. So I'm going to put one on this side of the legs and one on the other side of the legs. Make sure everything looks okay and not silly, okay? One on that side. One on this side. Okay, let's just see. I might shred them so it's not so bulky. No, I think it looks okay. It looks fine. Just make sure, you know, guys, we got to be careful when you're working with a piece with legs, okay? So I think I'm going to put one here, and I kind of want to double stack. I'm thinking I want to put one more right here underneath, just so it elongates it, and it actually really still looks like a teardrop. So let's double that up. We're going to lift that and put it underneath. So we still have that coming, elongating down. So I doubled it. So we have one underneath the sign, and then we have one halfway. Oh my gosh, he looks fantastic. Really big. Okay. So these are looking like fireworks coming out. Okay, so now we're going to add the rest of them to the top of our swag. All right, let me put Jill back down. Put them off the table. Guys, she's a big one. She's a big one. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to shred these because I want it not so bulky up top. So we're going to shred these. You can shred them into 3s. And we're going to put all 6 of them. You should have 6 little pieces all around the top to fan around. One right middle. And then we'll just start doing off to the side. Oh, I don't have an odd number. That's okay. Next to it. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Cut these down just a little bit. Be careful because if your glue's too hot, you're going to melt these because they are just plastic little wispy guys. Just going one on one side, one on the other, just kind of going back and forth with it so it's all really symmetrical. Oh no. Got smushed. Just peel that off. That's fine. That one won't have a fun little knob. But that's okay. Still looks cute. Oh, neither does this one. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that works. See, it all worked out. Oh my god. Oh. There we go. So now it is all one moving piece. And then this one will go behind the hat. Carefully. Okay. Right in there. Cute. big. Woohoo! She's ready to party. Okay, so now we have one more pick left that we're going to use. And it is these really fun stars. And we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to shred these and just put them all going down the side on top of the whites. Uh-oh. Easy, easy. We're just going to shred these up. You should get 3 pieces with the stars as well. Oh, that's okay. One of the things flew. So this is just going to bring in some color to just the white and red fireworks. We're going to bring in some of that glittery blue to make sure that our red, white, and blue is all throughout our piece. Okay. Clean up just a little bit. Okay. Got ribbon in, cascading down. I don't want to see where that's going to hit. I do want to glue that, but I'm going to wait till the end so we're not fighting it. Okay, so start with whatever color you want to, and wherever in between the white and red is where I'm going to put these. And I'm going to do the same thing, kind of just angle them in a little bit and down. So they're shooting out. Oh my gosh, I love it. So in between the whites that you just put in there, we're going to angle these down so they're shooting out of the side. And we're going to glue that tail down. Cute. All right, so I did blue. I'm going to try to be color coordinating. We'll do white next. This is when my OCD pops out a little bit. In between. Oot. Now let's grab a red. Oot. I think just 3 down the side is perfect. And then we'll put some more down at the bottom. And guess what I'm thinking? We should flip it, right? Should we start with red at the other side? I think we should. So let's start with red up at the top. Find you one with a big red star. And I want to kind of make sure that we're lining up. I'm on my tippy toes. And then we're going right in. The red. We'll do white in the middle again, which is fine. I am kind of bending them a little bit so they do go down. So it does look like they're shooting out from the design. Got a little glue on the side. And then we'll put blue at the bottom. Super cute. Okay, so let's pick her up. Move her. So we had 3 stars. Now we're going to add a couple stars down to the bottom. Let's add in a red one because we got that blue right here. So I don't want to have the same color. We're going to go right in between the leg and that white pick that we added. And then this side, let's do white. On this side. Super cute. Super, super cute. Oh my goodness. Good luck shipping this one out. I'm just kidding. Just kidding, guys. I don't think I want to put a star here because I don't know. It gets a little dicey, you know? It gets a little dicey sometimes. I don't mind this, but maybe we'll opt for some ribbon tails down there. We'll take a look at it. Here is what she's looking like so far. Good gravy. Here we go. Stars shooting out the sides. Those. So now we're going to add in some stars to the top, going all the way around. Start with a blue one, and I'll just come out over here. We'll do one here and then one over here. I have one left over because maybe we'll put it down there, but I don't know, guys. Or we'll just peel it apart and put it elsewhere. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll do red next because we have the blue over here. Or should we do red? White. Yeah, I guess. That's fine. We can do red at the corner. Okay. We'll do white in the middle. Moving that ribbon out of the way so we don't get glue on it. And then we'll do red down here at the corner. I'm going to cut that off a little bit. Up our bow because we've been rolling this thing around everywhere. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. Red. Very, very fun. Okay, let's play around. Let me show you all the looks so cool up at the top with those stars coming out. I'm thinking maybe ribbon tails. I don't really think we need anything. I don't know. We could do a cute little V action. But I honestly kind of just think it takes away from the legs. Ooh, that might be kind of cute. Little tails coming out the side. Oh, I kind of like that. Let's do that. They do it in. I love this ribbon, and we're gonna hold off on that one. Let's add a little bit of ribbon tails coming out of the corners of the sign. I think that would be kind of cute. But I'm just going to use this 1.5 inch. I don't want anything really, really bulky. But I think that would be cute. Just so it incorporates some stars and stripes down at the bottom. So I'm going to do 8-inch tails. But make sure, since this is double-sided, that you cut it a little bit longer. So 8 inches would be 16, right? It would be 16 total. So let's do about 18. I'm going to fold that over. Okay. Then we're going to make another one. We'll start off with folding it over first, though. 8, 16, a couple inches longer. Okay, the same. Okay, find the middle. And then what I like to do is I just like to grab my pipe cleaner and wrap it around that middle and then twist, and then we will add these into the bottom. I think it just needs a little something down there, but I don't really want a bow. Then maybe we'll add the blue star. We'll see. We're keeping it. We're keeping it just in case. All right, let's bring her back down. I'm going to go around these picks, okay? Both of my pipe cleaners are going to go around the picks. Kind of tuck it under the sign just a little bit. And then, like always, find a piece of tinsel and wrap that around. Same thing. I'm just going to wrap it around this one because it's more corner than the other one. Through the mesh, up under the sign just a little bit. Cool. We have a little bit of, little bit of Rivendell coming down. So let's glue these so they don't unfold. Because we all know how windy it can be on our front doors with our reeds out. Oh my goodness, it can be so windy. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. I just looked up at the camera. I love it. Love it. I love it. Sometimes use the camera as a mirror. Perfect. Now we have just fun little tails coming down. Okay, we're gonna look at this. Maybe we just go for it. We just don't know. I think it's too bulky. Maybe if we don't do the big blue star and we just add, yeah, okay, I like that. All right, I'm gonna shred this. I'm not gonna use the big blue star. We can use it up at the top. I just dropped the little guys. Hold on, let me grab them. Ooh, okay. Just gonna use the little star and put it on top. Careful. Just, just keep on saying that. I know. Y'all probably think I'm so silly, but gotta be careful. Okay, that's cute. And that just kind of breaks up the white a little bit and adds in that blue. The middle of our Uncle Sam's legs. And the cool thing is these are wired. So once you get it up on your door, you can kind of manipulate them, move them around however you want them to be. Okay, let me see. Flip her around. I think I'm gonna put the other blue star just shooting out over here on the side, which will be totally fine. Underneath our Uncle Sam hat. A little star moment. Perfect. And then throw it in. Maybe. Let me hold it here for a second. Okay. What I want to do is glue this carefully. Do not burn yourself. So I'm going to add glue right here on the back of the sign, and we're going to press that 4-inch ribbon up to it because I want the 4-inch ribbon to be right there. Little glue. Don't burn yourself. Spread that out. Spread your ribbon out. Go up underneath. And we're just going to glue it right to the sign. Careful. Dap, dap, dap. It's hot. It is hot. Okay. And then right here, I'm going to glue the red right to the corner. A little dab. Careful. Careful, careful. I have this one, and I think it's going to be fine. Just popping off up out of the side. I like that. Don't think I'm going to worry about gluing this one, but I just wanted these to not be all crazy. Perfect. Okay, let's take a look at her. Do we need to add anything? Oh gosh, she's looking pretty cute. Looking like firework. Looking like a firework. So fun. I love those little tails. I don't know. Part of me kind of thinks we need to add a couple more tails. What do you think? I think that will look nice. I think she looks great now, but I want to add in 1, 2, like 3 tails of just this blue, because I think she needs a little bit more blue because this is a lot of white. So let's add just 3 more. Since we have the big tail here, we'll have 1 here, and we'll have 1 coming out here and 1 coming out right there. Y'all couldn't see that. 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. So let's do 3 tails with just the 1.5-inch ribbon. We're going to fold that. And let's see if the 8-inch, no, let's do a little bit. I think 7. Okay, so 7-inch tail on both sides. So that'll be the 14, but remember we're going to cut 2 extra inches so we can fold over our ribbon. Okay, we're going to do that 2 more times. 7, 14, add 2 more inches. We're going to do the same thing like how we did it on the bottom. We're just going to add in these with pipe cleaners. So we're going to find the middle of these ribbon tails and add in pipe cleaners. I feel like it needs a little bit more pizzazz on the sides. What do y'all think? And if y'all like it how it is right now, that's good too. Y'all don't have to add anything else. I just think it'll be nice to have a little bit of ribbon tails. All right, find the middle. Whoops. Hulk almighty over here. Find the middle. Give it a pinch. Get that pipe cleaner in the middle. Get it really nice and tight. And these will V out. Find the middle. Give it a pinch. That pipe cleaner. Twist, twist, twist. And we'll go right there. Find the middle. Give it a pinch. Twist, twist. And then that one will go right up at the top. Okay, so let's add these in because I think it needs just a little bit of blue. We'll add this one in right here. So our tail ends, so we're going to add this in right underneath. So just find some mesh. over here on the side, underneath the sign, of course. Twist, twist, twist. Now we got some fun. Yeah, I like that. I just needed some blue. Yes, we needed some blue. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. We're going to pick that up, spin it around. We're going to do the same thing. So we'll do one here and one right here. Just needed to bring a little blue out to the edges. Through the mesh. Twist, twist, twist. Y'all are doing great. This was a big project. So you're doing so good, guys. This was a big one. One more. Underneath the sign, through that mesh. Oh, maybe. Maybe. There we go. Twist it in. Twist, twist, twist. E. Perfect. Okay, I'm loving it. That was the final touch. We needed that. I'm going to put this star on top. I like the star showing. They're the main event. Hold on, this guy. This guy was not glued in very well. Let me cut him a little bit shorter. That wasn't good. I just move him right away. All right, let me glue him a little bit better. Make sure he's sticking to something. I'll hold him there for just a minute. Okay, guys, what did y'all think of this super big 4th of July celebration wreath? I think we've put everything in that we possibly could. Oh my gosh, that blue made it. We needed the blue. Okay, so just like on the other tails, you're going to go around and make sure that you glue down the edges. So this is going to take just a little bit. A minute. Just unfold. I always fold my ribbon over twice. I'm using double-sided ribbon like this. Super, super cute. I'm going to do it on this side. Oh, that was a long string. Excuse you. Excuse you, glue strings. All right, one more. Sometimes I feel like this is my Harry Potter wand. You know, you know. All right. Did I do this one? Yeah, it's a little warm. Okay. Second guessing myself over here. Oh gosh, and that stars and stripes, that made it. It needed that. It did. It needed it. Okay, let's see. Grand finale. Let's look at her. Let's see if we need anything else, but I think she's absolutely perfect now. Ooh, I might glue that down. Let's glue that to the edge. When in doubt, dab of glue. We'll work it out. Might dab a little glue on that one too. Let's do it. Little glue on the edge. Red ribbon. And I'm going to where I want it to hold. Gently, gently, pat, pat, pat. Don't burn yourself. Okay, here we go. Ready? Grand finale. Oh, so much better. Oh, I love that. Fireworks, stars, Uncle Sam. Oh my gosh, this is a showstopper for sure. I love the stars coming out. Oh my goodness. His little legs look so cute. I love him. What do y'all think? Are we good? I think it needed the blue. It needed it. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me, guys. I know this is a big, this one was a big one. I know, oh, I got stuff all over me. This was a big task. Y'all did amazing. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And like I said before, you can buy this kit at tmigifts.com. Be sure to use code AL20 for 20% off your entire order. And guess what? I can't wait to craft with y'all again soon. Bye, everyone.